Sound like a goose.
All right, today, guys, it is December 1st and the first day of our video every work day of December type deal. We'll call it Talking Head December, just because it's going to be a
Discussion December.
Yeah, Discussion December, because we're going to be doing a lot of discussion in these videos because fishing's just not going to be like very big right now. But we're going to start off with Black Friday stuff. Yeah, it just passed over the weekend. I got some deals. Trey got a couple of things.
Yeah.
I went out and just did more.
Yeah, I didn't go out really.
I went all the way up to Indiana to go to the Bass Pro Shops because that's how far we have to go to one.
About an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But on a toll bridge.
Yeah, depending on where you're leaving from. So we'll see. But I'm going to start off with the Bass Pro stuff because it has soft plastics, and I think that's just a good place to start.
This is a pretty juicy haul Logan's got.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll start out with the soft plastics. So first off, KVD Perfect Plastics Magnum Game Hogs, and this is the black blue swirl color. Correct. Now, this is a 5.5 inch brush hog type creature bait, I believe. 5.25 inch, my bad. But you see here, it's like a brush hog, classic brush hog style.
Yep.
Got our little flapper deals, got our tendrily deals, got these little arms here, and a thick octagonal body that resembles the Ocho. Good creature bait all around. These are normally like $5.50. I think I got them for $3 something, which to me, that's a good deal. So I went ahead and jumped on them.
Anytime you're getting a couple bucks off a pack of plastics.
Especially Strike King plastics. Jump on that. You guys know how much I in particular love Strike King, but we just love Strike King in general at 7 to Lieutenant.
Yep.
Because they make good baits.
Consistency. You'll notice with a lot of the brands that we really like, if they have good consistency, no matter the price point, we like them pretty decent.
Indeed. And that's just something Strike King's always had. I feel like they're probably one of the more consistent ones.
Dare say they have it down to a science.
But right, yeah. But I said right, that doesn't make a lot of sense. But I was gonna say, that's gonna really come in during the spring. Yep. Bedfish creature baits are big in the spring when you're not throwing lizards, throw brush hogs, stuff like that. You'll do perfect. But also in the earlier fall months, a couple months ago, I'd throw it, I could probably throw it now and maybe catch something. It's just getting a little cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hold that off for now. We'll see what happens. But we'll move on to our next pack of soft plastics, which is, again, Strike King KVD Perfect Plastics Rodent. This is the bigger size. This is the 4-inch size in green pumpkin, purple swirl. Ooh, that's a big favorite of old Debo. Yeah, of Debo. But it's beaver style bait. Really good. This was one of my favorite beavers. I like the Rodent. I like the Adrenaline Bug from Egg Zone. Trey's big fan of the 6th Sense Prawn.
Yep.
You fished with that a lot over the last couple months.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, but perfect jig trailer here, especially with the more dead action, which we've been now for the last couple weeks going into this month, where you want to be fishing with a more dead action on your jigs.
I'd say the average temperature right about now has been about 48 degrees.
Yeah, probably over the last couple weeks. It's actually warming back up. We've had an abnormally cold November, I would say. I don't know what that is all about. I'm not a meteorologist or anything.
But then it's interesting because the first week of December is supposed to warm up some.
Yeah, we're supposed to have, mid 50s all for the first at least week of December. So we'll see how that goes. But fishing more dead actions on your jigs right now, or even Texas rig. I like to still throw Texas rig beaver bait in December.
Yep.
I've probably caught more fish on just a T-rig beaver bait in December than anything else. Maybe a jerk bait. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes this year, and I'll keep y'all posted on that. But that really does. Oh, I'm sorry. I have one more pack of soft plastics, and this is one I haven't tried before. This is a new one for me, in a company that I don't use very often. That's Missile Baits. This is the 8-inch Tomahawk worm in a really good color.
Yep.
Especially in Kentucky. This is one of probably the more popular colors in our state, which we're actually Commonwealth, but we're not getting into that. This is a fishing video. 8-inch Tomahawk. And what makes this worm unique, especially for a ribbon tail worm, is that it has 2 ribbon tails that go either direction. Very unique. Just gets you a lot of action in there. I'm interested in you know, I haven't been throwing a lot of ribbon tail worms this year.
Neither have I.
I kind of slowed down on that. I don't know why. I was really liking them last year.
I haven't thrown really any finesse worms either.
Yeah, no.
I said either twice in the same sentence.
I've been throwing some worms this year, especially Magnum worms. I've been doing a lot of Magnum worm fishing this year.
A lot just getting back into Senkos too.
Yeah, a lot of Senko fishing. I love good stick bait. What can I say? But 8-inch Tomahawk worms look pretty dang juicy to me.
I thoroughly enjoy this as well.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's a
It seems to
triangular
have
body shape.
a good, you know, I would say a decent amount of stretch to it. Not a lot, not a little, but the plastic seems tough.
Yep. And it's salted, but it's not super heavy.
Yeah, and I know people are really big on missile baits right now, especially with the D-bomb and stuff like that. So I figured give them a little more of a try, play around with them.
Yep.
And you guys know this is all my stuff, so I'll probably be doing a little more of the talking in this video.
Yeah.
But trust me, one of these videos coming this week, it should drop Friday. Trey will probably be doing the strong majority of the talking because it's about one of his things.
Yes, sir. And ma'am, for all 2 of you.
That'll be that'll be a gear review. But let's move into hard baits, shall we?
Yep.
This is actually probably one of the best deals I got the other day, and that's why I got a couple of them.
I would agree.
But it is the Chatterbait Cfl. So for those of you who don't know what that is a $10 chatterbait. What makes it unique is the fact that it has a football head instead of your standard, like, just regular jig head. As you can see, football style head with the spider cut skirt that you would normally see on like a finesse jig. Very unique. And fun fact, do you know what this head is made out of?
Tungsten?
No, zinc. How about that?
I would have thought tungsten if it wasn't lead. But zinc.
Yeah, it has zinc. It's
so it's a bigger head, but overall lower weight compared to like other metals used for.
right, but it's very tough. It's a lot harder, I would say, than lead, and it breaks down easier. So you don't have to worry about, oh man, now I'm putting all kinds of lead out here in this pond. Well, zinc. Plus it gives it a different sound when that blade hits it back and forth. It's also tougher, so that's a bonus. But as you can see on this green pumpkin on here, it has a painted blade, which is always nice. But it has, golly, I've been to just poke it. I actually jabbed myself. A very sharp, solid hook. This is the 3/8 ounce version, just because I'm mostly going to be throwing it in ponds and stuff anyway.
Yeah.
But one unique feature about the Chatterbait CFL is that it's made, why it has a football head and why it's made out of zinc. It's made to stay lower in the water column, even on a faster retrieve. So you don't have to worry about it rising up in the water column and even dragging it across the surface. You don't have to worry about that. You just reel it as fast as you want, and that thing's going to stay down there. You can crawl it across the bottom. That's what that football head's for. It's crawling it through them rocks. You can throw it like a football jig. You can throw it like a chatterbait. either one. And I think they make this up to, they might make it in an ounce, but I know for a fact they make it a 3/4 ounce. So if you like throwing a chatterbait and slow rolling it deep in the summertime on lakes and stuff to get them big bass that are hard to get in the summer, that's a good technique.
Yep.
Slow rolling a chatterbait deep. Looking forward to that. That's that green pumpkin color, and I'll show you this green pumpkin chartreuse color real quick. Here. That's another really good. I thought this was, I'm trying to imitate bluegill, so I thought the green pumpkin would do really well. And this little bit of chartreuse in this green pumpkin here looks really good. That'll be bluegill. Plus, it has the gold blade.
Yep.
So it's gonna stand out a little more than the green pumpkin one. Not as natural, but still pretty natural. Plus, it has a little bit of chartreuse in it. That gets me excited.
Should work just fine.
Yes, indeed. And I think that wraps it up for the Bass Pro Shops.
Yep.
So what I'll do is, Trey got a couple things from Walmart that
Yeah.
he'd like to show you.
Yeah, of course. So I don't know if Walmart was explicitly running a fishing like Black Friday deal, but our
Like
local,
nationally.
yeah, our local Walmart was, and I'd always been curious about like the Walmart Whopper Plopper.
Yeah, the Ozark Trails.
Yeah, I expect the hooks to be a little boof.
You might have to switch those out.
Yeah, but overall the paint job doesn't look awful. It's a shad bone.
It's like a bone, but it has a pearly blue back, almost like an oyster color,
let me
but
go ahead and take it
along
out.
the whole back instead of just a little spot.
Yeah, so as you can see, he's got the bone right there, what you expect from like a yellow bone color, not a white bone. But then it's got a blue shad stripe across the top, which means nothing since it's a topwater. The bass aren't going to see that part.
And you know what? I thought this was not marked on the box as far as the color goes, but I was just inspecting it here. And I tell you what, if you look really close at the bottom here, it says bone. So they call that color bone.
And I can confirm, the hooks are boof. They don't even bite into my fingernail.
Oh.
They just drag right off. So yeah, but normally it's $5. Got it for like $3.
$3, Whopper Plopper-esque bait.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a lot better than 15.
yeah. I mean, if it catches fish, it catches fish.
But we'll see if it holds up. It might blow up, Who
It's
knows?
very
Who
possible.
knows if it'll last.
And then another lure that's a lot more simple and easier to do well. Just the good old-fashioned topwater popper in this bullfrog pattern. Let's see what they explicitly call it. They just call it frog.
Frog.
All right.
Okay, frog.
Frog. So we don't get any special leopard frog. We don't get any special bullfrog. It's just frog around here.
It's just frog, which is all right. Its own right.
Yeah. As you can see, it's a little chrome there on the bottom with a frog pattern, Nothing too awfully special. But it looks like it'll catch fish. Let's do a hook check. I don't expect it to be any better. Nope, no better.
They're not gamakatsu. I'll tell
No,
you.
they're eagle claws.
Oh, eagle claw.
Yeah, genuine eagle claws.
Genuine eagle claw.
It explicitly
Which
states that.
You guys know eagle claw. They've been around for a long time, and they're still big with pan fishermen, but they're definitely not on par with gamakatsu, mustad. We
Owner.
love the triple grips.
Yeah.
Owner.
Berkeley Fusion even.
I tell you what, Berkeley's doing some good things.
I like the Fusions. Good price. You get a decent amount of them for the money. But we're not talking about those. We're talking about these. And while these are by no means premium lures, all right, this is definitely your budget angler lure like market. They should, in theory, still work. I mean, there's no reason, unless this Whopper Plopper is completely running off center, that it shouldn't catch a fish. How many will it catch? That's a different story, because it may just break in half.
It could.
There's no reinforcement for the line through. So this sucker could I can flex that out right there for the prop on the back.
Golly.
So we'll see how this holds up.
All right, that's some trades at Walmart. There's only a couple, but I mean, it is.
Yeah.
I think, and I'll go into talking about that a little bit. So if you guys noticed a lack of deals this year, we know Tackle Warehouse doing 20% off everything. Academy did some deals.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is not just talking about fishing stuff. This is talking about everything. There's just not stock. Nobody has the stuff to be marking everything down and then just selling out of all their stock. They won't be able to replenish it.
Everything's still sitting in port.
Yeah, it's out there off the coast of California.
Heading to Miami through the Panama Canal.
Via UAKC. No, I'm joking. I was going into a Beatles song. But do better. That's all I can say, America. But we'll move on to my Academy stuff. So, a bait I've been really excited about since they announced its inception last year. Really excited about this one. Been wanting to get it for a while. Marked down a few dollars the other day at Academy. So I sent it. And that is the Strike King Hybrid Hunter Crankbait. And I'll say this. I've heard a lot of guys say it's not a crankbait. I mean, that's what it's marketed as. And technically that is what it is. But I've heard guys say it's not a crankbait. You fish it kind of like a crankbait, but you also fish it kind of like a jerkbait. Who knows? It has an L-shaped bill. You guys can see that. Which is unique in itself, plus its unique body shape.
Yeah, I was going to say, the silhouette of that sucker is quite interesting. Nothing else really looks like it.
Yeah. Oh, and I'll say this.
Deep.
It's loud. It's deep, but it's loud.
Yeah.
Very nice hooks on it, I'll say that.
Much better than those Walmart hooks.
Oh yeah, they most definitely are. This is the larger size. This is a 1 ounce, and it dives 3 to 5 feet. And this is the clear water minnow colorway.
I like that.
Yeah, it looks good. It's a bigger crankbait, but it's a shallow diving crankbait, so that's good. That's good for pond guys.
Yeah.
And man, it just looks good. But very loud, very unique action to it. It has a, it's hard to explain. It's not really like a wide hunting action. It's an erratic hunting action that's kind of not really super tight, but tighter. It's you need to look up a video of it actually running through the water, but it's unique. And it's specifically made to run better through grass. So if you got a lot of grass on your lake or in your ponds or whatever, that might be the option for you.
And do not confuse grass with weed, okay?
Yeah. Grass and pond
grass.
weed and stuff is not the same thing.
So if you buy this expecting to run it through creeping water primrose, you're wrong.
Primrose. Yeah. And I think I left this out earlier. They said mixture of a crankbait, jerkbait, and chatterbait. In the fact that it runs better through grass, and you can kind of rip it and jerk it and stuff like that. So it might be something to check out for you. If you're interested, check out Strike King Hybrid Hunter.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we got a KVD 1.5 from Strike King yet again. You guys are noticing a pattern when it comes to Strike King. Strike King had some good deals, at least as far as Academy and Bass Pro Shops and stuff go. I don't know if they just have more stock or what. I kind of misspoke though. This is the 1.5 shallow. And that nice bluegill color. What do they call this bluegill color exactly? Neon bluegill. As you can see why, they got that bright greenish chartreuse.
Yep.
Like a lime truce.
Good looking.
But man, yeah, it's a shallow diving crankbait. It only dives to
1 to 4.
It dives to 3 foot, so 0 to 3 foot. Not quite wake bait range, but close. And it's not really a wake bait. It is just a square bill, but a very shallow diving square bill. Very erratic action, but it's silent. You know, that KVD series, silent. Man, it's just a good looking color overall. I mean, look at it.
Yeah.
You got the pearly blue to the neon colored chartreuse lime color with the bars, down to that deep purple on that tail end.
And then to throw it off, orange belly.
Yeah, bright orange belly. And then the black back with kind of gold glitter in it. It's really good looking. Not going to waste a lot of time on it. It's a square bill, just shallow diving. Y'all can look into this. Next up, one I've also been wanting to try for a while. We've had some success on whopper ploppers this year, and Trey just showed you his new plopper type bait. I'm gonna show you mine. This is the Berkeley Choppo.
Now, right off the bat, much more premium looking plopper.
And I tell you what, it's sturdy. Now, again, here's an interesting difference between these type whopper plopper style baits, plopper style baits, and an actual whopper plopper. This is a hard plastic. This is not a soft plastic rubber type deal that's on a whopper plopper.
And I think that goes to applies to the Walmart plopper, the Choppo, the Guggen revolver. Can you think of any other plopper style baits?
Not off the top of my head, but I know there's several out there.
But it seems to be, I wonder if the patent for the River to Sea whopper plopper is partially on that rubber plopping piece.
It very well could be. But I mean, it kind of feels like it wouldn't be very durable.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know a lot of people really like
thin
these Choppos.
looking.
I know some people like Choppos better than the whopper ploppers. But we'll see. I like this. It's a good looking bluegill type deal.
Yep.
Let me see what color that is specifically. MF bluegill. So there you go. Looks pretty good. Good hooks on it. A lot sturdier than the Ozark Trail.
Yeah.
We'll see how it holds up compared to a whopper plopper. And then my last bait for you guys. You've seen me throw a lot of poppers this year, and I'm not quite done yet because I really like them. And this is one I've been wanting to try. That's really what I focused on for Black Friday, was let me find stuff that I've been wanting to try but never sent it on. Okay, that's what we're going to do.
Yep.
So this is the Yo-Zuri 3DB popper in that bluegill color. I mean, that's just a good looking color to me.
Yeah.
Just kind of white, kind of bone colored on the bottom with the orange towards the mouth. Good hooks, good feathered hook. I like a feathered back treble. Not all poppers have them. I know a lot of them do, and I appreciate that. To me, it seems like a little more attention to detail, and it gives it a little better action too.
Now, what length is that?
That is a good. I don't remember. Whoop! I just threw the paper over there. This is a 75 millimeter.
It's a pretty slender 75.
It is slender, but it is long. I mean, I like the Berkeley Bullet Pop 70s. That's 5 millimeters shorter, which might not seem like a big difference, but kind of is. But it's a little longer, but much thinner, much more sleek and slender, but good looking overall. I like it. I appreciate it.
Yep.
We've been throwing a lot of Yo-Zuri stuff this year, especially topwaters, specifically the pencil poppers.
Yep.
Big fan of those pencil poppers, so why not just try a regular popper? And that's what we did. Pretty good. I mean, that wraps up everything we had from Black Friday over the weekend.
Yeah.
We just wanted to start off December with something, and this is what we had. So we got this. We got to film 2 more videos before we got to go to class. We're almost done with class, so we'll have a lot more time on our days. But till then, we got to film 2 more today to get it out for the rest of the week. We have 3 days this week. We'll have a full 5 days next week. So stay tuned throughout December. Remember to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Set those comments to all, comments. Set those notifications to all.
And comment what you would like to see for the next coming fishing season.
Yeah, guys, or throughout the rest of December.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
we
true
got
too.
20 odd videos to make.
Yeah.
Let us know what you'd like to see so these things don't get stale. But till then, see you next time on
7 Deadly Fins.
Yeah.